Hey guys!
Good evening, YouTube.
Welcome to the second video
of the Kelly Twins. So we want to say thank you to whoever decided to watch our first video. Thanks to the people that also subscribed. Woo!
You like that?
Yeah. And also we did notice we got a few comments as well. So one of the questions was, do either of you have any special talents? But my party trick,
I wish we did.
Well,
and I wish we could sing, because that's like...
I wish we could sing. We sing, but we can't actually sing. But can you do the ear moving thing? I don't know if you can do that.
Oh, no, I can't.
But that's like, see, we have this party trick that we can both do that not a lot of people can do, I don't think. But we can move our ears, but without moving like the rest of our face. Shall we move closer?
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
It's really a bit cringy. But...
I think yours moves more than mine. But mine left ear sticks out.
So yeah, it's not really a talent, is
really
it?
a party
But
trick.
it's just, yeah, it's just like a little party trick that we can both do. And do we get jealous of each other?
I think we're quite supportive.
Yeah, we are. We are supportive. I don't think we really get jealous of each other.
No.
Because I think we're both, like, intelligence-wise and stuff like that. We're pretty much
on a level.
Yeah, so we can't really compete that well.
No.
And stuff like that.
That's good though.
Yeah, I guess so. And then, oh yeah, also, the end of our last video, we said, are we identical? Are we non-identical? I think a couple of people had a guess, but we're going to reveal. Drum roll, please. Do you want to say?
Oh my god.
Oh, so scary.
We're non-identical.
Yeah, so we're non-identical twins. A lot of people think we are, because we do look quite similar.
I don't think we do though.
Well, no, there are differences, but I think if people haven't met
now.
us before, like, we get confused quite a lot. Like, even our parents get us mixed up. So
Dad.
yeah, our dad in particular, we'll have like a full conversation with one of us, and then he'll be like, to me, he'll be like, because I'm Robert, and he'll be like, oh, so yeah, is that right, Daniel? And I'll be like, yeah, it is, but you've got the totally wrong twin.
Yeah, it happens way too much.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that. Yeah. We've been with him for 25 years.
And he doesn't know which twin's which. But there we go. We'll let him off. Right, so for this video, as we're both gay, we said we would do like our coming out stories. They're probably not too exciting. They weren't too major.
No.
But did you want to start?
I can start.
You can start, as you came up first.
So I began seeing somebody back, what was it, 4 years ago.
Back in the day. Okay, no. That's where we can edit this bit out.
We can edit that, because that just sounded really bad.
So what? How do you want to do?
No, I was just going to say I started seeing somebody 4 years ago, but I said, like, 4 years ago, like, I should know.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I need it to connect. Like, I think of it like that. Let me have a drink.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Even if
edit it.
you can tell it's edited, it doesn't really matter. As long as we didn't cut loads and loads of it.
I started seeing somebody 4 years ago, and like, I didn't really, nobody, I think people have probably always sort of known, but not.
Yeah, there's always been a bit of an inkling, I think. But the funny thing is, I didn't know when you started seeing Mike. It wasn't until after.
I don't know, it's just, like, I felt like it had to be a secret, but I don't know why it should be. It's annoying that it should be like that. It's just a stigma that's attached to being
gay.
Being gay. It's just, if we could just get rid of that, that'd be great.
And it's not something we ever spoke about, was it? Like,
no.
before we were ready. We never.
We were not.
I kind of admit, like, it would have been nice if we did, but I think we just accept it for what it is now.
Like, when you look at it now, it's like, why can we just say to each other back then? But I guess hindsight
is a wonderful thing.
But yeah, so yeah, I started seeing him 4 years ago, and so yeah, we would just like casually meet up and stuff, and then probably a couple of months after it became like an official relationship. And then it got to, it was like Christmas time.
But
And
this
then-
time you hadn't told. I think I just
I hadn't
knew, didn't
told-
I? Because Mike
well,
had been around a few times, and I was like, yeah, I know.
And
I
I told-
wanted to wait for you to come to me, but you
mm,
kind of didn't. But I didn't really mind. I just kind of knew, like, it was what it
Yeah.
was. So.
but I think I felt comfortable at that point. I think because I sort of knew that you knew. I
Mm.
just felt like it didn't really matter that you did. But yeah, it got to New Year's Eve, and then in my head I was like, and then I'd been talking to Mike, and we were like, it'd be cool for me to come out to like my family and like friends. So I think on New Year's Eve I knew that we had like friends coming around, and I knew that I'd be having a few drinks, and Mum was like just sat in the living room, and I waited till I had a little bit to drink, and I think it was like 10
Bit
to
of Dutch
midnight.
courage.
Yeah, just to give me a bit of confidence. And like I went in to see her, and she was like, "Is there something you want to tell me?" And I was like, "Yeah." But then like you almost like instantly freeze up, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh my god!" Like I was so ready to tell you, but now
it's
the
just
words
totally
are,
gone.
like, trapped.
Yeah.
But so I think I just made her guess, and I think she did. I think she knew anyway, but she went through everything. She was like, I don't know, have you got a girl pregnant or something like that, or what did she say? Or are you getting married or something? I was like,
Married?
no,
Married
yeah,
to
no.
who?
Yeah, to who? Some mystery person. And then she said, "Are you gay?" And I was like, I think I didn't really
Hit
say
the nail
anything,
on.
but I obviously like it was obvious. So yeah.
So that's yours.
But yeah, like since like they've been, well actually yeah, Dad wasn't there, but then I think Mum told him. But I mean, Dad is quite a closed book anyway, so
Yeah.
I sort of let her do that bit. But they've been fine.
They're
been,
both
like,
really supportive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then with me, see, the thing is, I didn't really realise I was actually gay until I was 22, which is a bit of a late bloomer. And then I kind of told a couple of people that I had like an inkling that I was, but I didn't really feel ready to tell anyone yet because I hadn't actually spoken to any guys, and it wasn't until like June 2014 that I started talking to someone. And then we met up, and then a few months after we became something, and because we're on the Isle of Wight, we were going over. Well, I was going over to the mainland to meet up with him, but I always used to say to Mum and Dad, "Oh, I'm just going to go and see a friend," and I felt bad because I knew that I was totally lying about it.
They
Because
fell for it though.
They totally
believed
fell
it.
for it. They totally fell for it.
God, the amount of lies I had to tell.
Oh no, don't. I feel bad. And then in December, my ex came over to the island, and you and Mike had moved out at the time, and my ex was staying with them, and I was like, I just need to tell my parents now, because instead of staying at home I was going over to the flat, and they were like, "Oh, you're spending a lot of time over there." And I remember I waited for them to sit down to have dinner, and I was like,
you
"That's
were
it."
waiting at the flat.
Yeah,
for
you
the
went at the
text,
flat,
so
and I
it's
got
like,
a phone call saying you just
like
need to tell
waiting.
them. I was like, I was like walking backwards and forwards
It was
upstairs,
literally
like, I can't
like
do it.
waiting for a baby to be born.
And I was crapping myself. And I remember I went downstairs, and I was like what you were saying earlier when you just freeze up. I was like, I know what I'm going to say, it's going to be fine. But in my head, I was like, see people say, "Oh, because your brother's come out, it must be easier for you." But at the same time, I felt almost a bit guilty because I was like, I feel like I'm taking the opportunity of the parents having grandchildren. I feel like I was kind of taking it away. I know there's ways around it, but that's just how I felt at the time. And then I went downstairs, I went into the room and they were having dinner, and I just like burst into tears. And my parents had no idea, and they were like, "What is going on?" They were like, "Why are you crying?" And then I just told them, and they were totally fine. They were totally fine. Like, I don't think they knew, but they
might, I think.
I don't know. They might have had an
like,
inkling,
okay,
but yeah, they're like so supportive, like really supportive. But yeah, no, that's basically it. So yeah, that's our coming
Our
out
little
story.
story is probably not as.
No,
interesting
not
they
as
could be,
like
but-
crazy, but we thought we'd share it with you, and we obviously, as part of the LGTP, LG, can't even say it. LGBT. LG, oh god, what is it?
QT. Right,
Oh no, there's
Yeah,
LGBTQT plus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shall we go with
That's
that?
the one.
Go with that.
LGBT. Oh no, I can't say it. What is it? LGBTQT+.
Oh no, I can't Google it. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, as a part of that community, we want to support other people that are potentially in the
Definitely.
same position as us.
Absolutely.
If anyone wants to talk about it or wants any
Message.
advice, send us a message. And
Leave a
we'll
comment,
yeah,
whatever, do whatever,
and then we'll
whatever you want.
try and help. But yeah, I think that's it for our second video. So thanks again for watching.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. So yeah, like, subscribe, and then we'll have another video up in the
Probably,
next week.
yeah, within the next week.
Yeah, within the next week, maybe.
We were
next
going
week,
to do like a cooking video.
yeah, we were gonna
of,
like
like-
make a dinner and do something a bit different.
We love
So
food.
let us know what you think. We're proper
Yeah.
foodies. Like,
If you want us to cook something.
actually, why didn't you
Like
give
a
us some
meal.
ideas of what we
Yes.
could cook,
Yes.
and then we'll cook it?
Good
What do you
idea.
think? Do you think?
That sounds good.
Cool. So yeah, I think we're
Healthy, something healthy.
Oh, I don't mind. It
Nutritious.
doesn't have to
Yeah.
be healthy. It can be
No,
a treat, can't it?
nutritious. Healthy.
Oh, okay. Right. No. So yeah.
Cool.
That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good weekend and a good
See you
week.
next
And we'll
week.
see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.